Welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie, episode 9. Yes, it's been a while, but we are picking up pretty much where we left off. If I'm not mistaken, I got lost on the way back, or on the way to the Click Clock Wood. I think I kept calling it TikTok Wood as well. I do think that is what I called it the entire series. Look out here looking like a fool. But basically, I got lost on the way to it last time, and that is where we ended the video. I do also distinctly remember, because I went and watched the last few minutes of the video, that I said I don't know when the next video would be. I had no idea it was going to take this long. However, think about it in my position. I took a hiatus, and once you stop doing something, it's tough to come back to it. But I got all my setup. I'm sitting at a desk right now with a virtual boy in front of me. Google it. And I'm ready to go. Videos are back. Now, last time I said there was a Mumbo token there. We got that. Now, we went up, and I already did this because the first probably 5 times I tried to record this within the last 6 months, probably more. I can't remember when the last video was, but I actually unlocked this, which was bad. I should have saved beforehand, I know, but I didn't. And I got there, and the game was super laggy, so I had to cut it, and that actually happened to me like 5 times. So we're going to try again. So imagine this. There's one piece in that, and I put, let me do the math real quick, 15 jiggies in that, I believe. So if you don't have 15 jiggies to spare, don't. Because, each board is 16 jiggies. So we are 100%ing the game, so we didn't have to really worry about jiggy requirements, but I know not everyone is interested in 100%ing the game, and not everyone that plays this game is watching my playthrough to get an easy 100%. But you guys are, so if you ever decide to play the game, I feel you could follow me along and do plenty fine. But let's cut to the chase and say we are headed to Click Clock Wood. And I will not get lost this time because I walked here. I walked back this time, so that means I can easily get back, correct? I believe these are called King Sandy Butts. Maybe that's not the king, maybe they're just called Sandy Butts, but I'm pretty sure that is their name. Could be wrong. So, what has happened in between the last time I recorded a video and now? I've been hanging out. That was cool. I got lost immediately. Sorry. I have played up to this point on my Xbox. I actually just yesterday finished Rusty Bucket Bay on my Xbox. So just in case this recording goes down and I have to record it on the Xbox version. Gross, I know. Yeah, we're not gonna see what Grunty has to say this time. But basically, here's how simple it is. You just go like this. You don't go that way. You actually find these stairs here next to this mine, and you jump. Sorry. And you walk on in here. It's Click Clock Wood. Now, if you remember, I shot these little tentacle things while I was in here when I was going to start the recording, but I went ahead and went back to show how to get into Click Clock Wood, because I do feel that the point of this playthrough, we don't call it Let's Plays, the point of this playthrough is to really show off the game. And I feel like I've done a pretty thorough job up to this point, so took you back there. Now, when you're walking in, this is Click Clock Wood. We are officially here, the final hub, the final level of Banjo-Kazooie. Now, this might be upsetting to some. However, I always think it's funny when it loads in and it shows the Clanker's Cavern area. That's where the little bubble guy is. I can't remember his name, Gloop or something. Yeah, pretty funny. Now, this is Click Clock Wood. I've been saying it's huge and evil because there's 4 areas. We are technically inside of Click Clock Wood, so that means that this is still the level, but it has its own little hub. So you would come over here, and you would click this button, and it would open, pardon me for looking, but I think there's some notes outside of one. Oh, yes. It will open the spring door. I'm sorry I couldn't show that off. I really wish I could have. It just opens. It's a door. Button activated as well. So, this feels like the very entrance of Click Clock Wood. I don't know why Kazooie put me down there. This feels like the entrance of Click Clock Wood. However, this is just a piece of Click Clock Wood. Or should I say, a season of Click Clock Wood. We are already in Click Clock Wood. How many times am I going to say it? Before we go into this. Now, what is there to do here? Evil. Evil. There's a lot of evil to be had. We got a beaver down there. Seems there's a rock in front of his home. That's okay. I'm not too worried about that. I'll hop up here on Kazooie. So, we have, yep, they're like the biters, the things that fly out of the wall and attack you. But this time, they scream because they're birds. I don't see the correlation, but they certainly screamed. You saw it, I saw it. Happened again. Alright. So, the idea of Click Clock Wood, or should I say the main quote-unquote gimmick, I hate that word, but it is often used in video games. The main gimmick of Click Clock Wood is that there are 4 different seasons, and things can only be achieved in certain seasons. It's very reminiscent of Banjo-Tooie in the sense that you have to go in certain areas at different points in time to be able to complete each area. If that makes any sense, and I hope it does. If not, just continue on with this video, and we will... Ooh, Mumbo token. Gotta make sure we get that. If I forget, I'd like... Maybe not in this video, but if I forget before we leave, I would like someone to notify me in the comments, if anyone may. Why, hey, you just passed your best note score for this world. Yeah, I forgot the bottle's voice, but I'll get back into it. Now, it said that I had 13. That was my previous best for the last few recordings. I haven't been able to get past that, apparently. And I tried to go back to certain save states, but the only save state I had before this, and yes, I'm using save states, not during the videos, of course, but, oh, extra life. It was actually when the recording before this, hardest level, question mark, I believe is the title of the video is called. Rusty Bucket Bay, I had 96 notes, and I had died. Yeah, I definitely think I went over that during my recording of that evil level. Now, there's a hole in a seeming beehive of sorts. So, and we saw a Mumbo transformation, so hopefully it turns us into something small so we can get in there. Now, it was right here. Oh, no! No! And that's how you save it. But it was right there when I was starting to make those jumps that the game just, I mean, it was going like 10 frames a second, if that. I don't know frames very well, but it was chunking. It was bad, which I thought was weird because we haven't had any problems with Banjo-Kazooie at all during this playthrough that I remember. So I did think that was a little strange, and it actually happened to me a few times. Not at just this exact point, but yeah, it had been lagging on me for some reason, and that was part of the reason it's taken so long to get back to this, is because I had to play up to this point on my Xbox, and I've played this game so many times, so I just wasn't super wanting, I guess, to just play the game again already, because I'm playing it for the channel, and I'm only human. I can only play the same game so many times, and I have been trying to play this game blind, so I haven't gone through and played it for testing purposes or anything blind. Like I haven't played this game 100 times, but you get what I mean. Now, as you can see, that spring, it's been, all these green little buds that we can't step on or anything, and it's made this world seem pretty straightforward, but I don't want you guys to think spring, I don't want you guys to be fooled by spring. It is actually just the beginning, and I don't think we'll actually be visiting it again. But this is the summer door. Oh, it didn't show the animation. Just believe me that a door would have opened there. I don't know why I didn't show it. Well, it showed it, but the door just wasn't loaded there, which I think is strange.
Top 2. Not like acorns. I'll just eat a few more.
Yeah, that's what I say every night before bed when I'm looking at the cookie cabinet. Anywho, who keeps the whole cabinet for cookies? Yeah, well, guess what? You're starting to approach your judging me territories, and that's not okay. 30 Mumbo Skulls. If I'm not mistaken, this is the final time we will use a Mumbo token at all, and I believe it costs 25. Now, I just wanted to jump up here to show you that I am able-bodied enough to get up there. There's nothing up there yet, but just know I'm up there. Also, sorry for the sniffles. I'm coming off of a very bad sickness. It wasn't like COVID or anything, which I didn't think was too shabby itself, but it was probably some type of flu. Yeah, it was pretty rough. Hey, another Mumbo Skull. See what I mean? This is the final one, so they're sort of like, let's make sure that the player has enough skulls. So I feel like, we've already encountered 3 in this world, I believe. So they're going to be a little liberal with us, but the game has never been very hand-holdy when it comes to requiring things, I feel. Alright, so we're going to break this bird open.
Why, me mighty eagle, need sleep now.
Alright, so we busted that guy open forcefully, and he took a nap. You think that's what he's been doing that entire time, but whatever. Babies sleep a lot because they're dumb. He's no different. I like him, though. We'll get back to Irie throughout the seasons. Oh, missed again! Sorry, there's input lag. Or a little bit of lag on... Every now and again, there's a little bit of lag on Kazooie's flap. And this is a 3D platformer, and you know what lag means. You're probably going to miss a jump or two. However, it's a walk in the park to get back up here. Because I feel, personally, that Banjo and Kazooie, they are just the best duo ever. And the controls in this game are just immaculate. And I know a lot of people have issues with Nintendo 64 controls and the way the games control. And what I always say to those people is, you probably have less than 10 hours in the console as a whole. And I'm not here to gatekeep a console that I enjoy, or critique others for critiquing something that I like, because, that would just be, everything is open for fair criticism. But when people say that, the controls are bad or something, I'm like, these games were fine-tuned to not have sucky controls. And, these are some of the best games of all time. Okay, how many times am I going to fall? I'm going to have to extend the video a little bit, because I just keep falling. So I hope you guys enjoy TikTok Wood and this mediocre gameplay. But I promise the rest of it will be just fine. Oof! Oh, by the way, we're not doing TikTok Wood in one video, but I do have everything set up. I am back and better than ever in a metaphorical sense. So, but the back part, that is 100% the truth. I'm just back. So don't worry about the fact that Click Lock Wood's not gonna be in one video. What you do need to worry about is if we can get 25 notes or not. Oh my god. I am thinking about just restarting the video because of how many times I have fallen here. I didn't realize how rusty / bad I was. Okay. Alright, give me a second. There we go. I'd hate to die. That'd be a little embarrassing for my grand triumphant return. Yeah, but I appreciate anyone that came back after this hiatus and was interested in more Banjo-Kazooie. Now, I've been thinking, and I'm sure you guys are thinking the same thing, now that I'm back, at least. Probably not beforehand. Beforehand, you were probably thinking, where is this guy? What is he doing? I got invested in Banjo-Kazooie in a game he has hyped up just day in, day out. And he just left me high and dry like this? I got invested in something like this in a 15-hour game. I'm investing my life in this. It's probably shorter than that, but and he's just leaving me high and dry, and then when he comes back, he's got the mediocre gameplay. And I know. You, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Wow. You know what? For the sheer fact that you guys have never seen this occur before, you guys have never seen me die and keep a recording, because I'm pretty sure I always just do it in a take, and I get it done, and then I just talk about all the times that I died. Well, that's not going to be the case this time. We're going to keep that death on screen. This is going to be the return. You guys can laugh at me for being rusty. You can do whatever you want. It's okay. Give me just a second. Alright. Sorry, real life things. I know, gross. Got him! So, basically, feel free to make fun of me in the comments. I know that was bad. I feel like I was just not... You know what I was doing. You were watching me do it. I was pressing A too fast, and I wasn't giving Banjo enough time to jump. I know it. Oh man, I'll tell you, it feels good to be back. It feels good. I'm really happy to bring you more delicious content, if you will. And I would. Begrudgingly, but I would. Now, I'm pretty sure that the notes are the only thing that resets when you die. I'm pretty sure Irie's still broken out of his/her shell. Let me take a look. Oh, that's the beehive, you fool. The extra life is still there, and that was not the beehive. I think we need to make it a point to beat these guys' buns on our way up. So that's the beehive, where we kept falling. Now watch. Give Banjo a full jump, give Kazooie. Now, like I was saying... You guys saw what I did. It wasn't, I was trying to chalk it up to Banjo not getting his full jump. It was 100% because I'm not jumping it. Okay. I don't know what's happening. I don't even know how to get back up there. This is just embarrassing. It's like, we gotta make at least a little progress or I won't feel able to justify posting this. There we go. Now, okay, so, now, what you guys are thinking, now that I'm back, now that I'm ready to go, I know I keep just starting thoughts and not finishing them, but that's my job. What's next? What will I be posting after Banjo-Kazooie? No, we're approaching the end officially. What's next? And I know, that is a scary question, because, just like me, you don't want Banjo-Kazooie to be over yet. Especially now that it's come back. We're both in all reminiscing on, Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know about you, but I'm probably going to go back and watch the series again. Just because, man, it's Banjo-Kazooie. You can't get enough. But we do have to end it eventually. And I will say, after this world, the amount of content of this game left is very, 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 very small. We have to fight Gruntilda, really, and a little something spruced up in between that. Yes, that was me stopping so I could focus on platforming there for a second. Now I'm just going to talk through the hard part. If you want me to be honest, I don't know. We're going to pick back up on the Nolik lock. We are going to pick back up on that, I promise. It just got a little convoluted, if you will. Oh, here we go. Green Jinjo. We used 2 gold feathers to get that. That's not good. We're going to have to stock up on some if we can find them. Which I know, easier said than done, but we really need to keep an eye out for them. And there we go. What is this? Oh, a Jiggy. Yes. first Jiggy, Click Clock Wood, we will be getting all 10. Now, it's fun to climb up to the top of this every time you're here, but I promise you, outside of spring, there's nothing in here. So we're going to go up here, we're going to look every single time, and we're going to be like, dang it, why is nothing in here? I always think something's going to be in here. No. There's not ever going to be anything in here. So don't worry about that. Now, we are done with spring. Oh! Missed! Oh, missed! Alright, hey, that's perfectly fine by me. I'm not too worried about the fact that we missed. I was sort of... Well, hey, you just passed your best note score for this world! Yes! Okay, so it's not 25 that you earned from spring. It's 20. Sorry. Alright. So we're gonna go this way. Oh! Got stuck in a hole with bees chasing us. You know what? That was my fault. I wanted to... Ooh! I wanted to Talon trot away from them, but I was like, no, that's a bad idea. I'm not going to do that. And I decided I was probably going to do that anyways.
Somebody move this boulder. Naughty can't get in his house.
Alright, Naughty. Or should I say Gnaughty? Alright, Gnaughty. We will get your house opened up later. As in, not right now, as in leave me alone for a while. We're gonna kill this guy, though. Cool. Now, if I press the wrong button for my Talon Trot, we lose our last golden feather, which is going to be a problem, because they are rather important. Now, let's get rolling out of this place. Spring, like I said, little uneventful. Not a whole lot going on in there, but there are 10 Jiggies in every world. You know that. I know that. We both know that. So, only missing one. So we are going to start ripping it up. It's going to be awesome. Let's head in here and we'll see what's going on. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm hungry now. Me and 5 caterpillars.
Yeah, so that's a fun little thing. We can collect 5 caterpillars for Irie, or actually, instead of we get to, it's more like we have to. Hey, is that the yellow? Yellow Jinjo! Ooh, now what is this we see? A caterpillar.
Eat hungry animals like caterpillars. ...
You put a little bit of, whatever you want to call that on. Now, a little cool little thing about summer, we're actually going to take this down, that way we don't lose any health. The water's dried up, and Gnaughty's here.
You look pretty strong. Can you move this
boulder for me? To which I reply, no, but I will smash it. Wow, what strength! Come inside and I'll give you a reward. Cool. Hey, the Peek'em Poke'em's all I needed. Son of a gun. I can't get in there. Alright, I guess we'll come back and do that later. Like I said, this level is very reminiscent of Banjo-Tooie. Now, I know what you're asking as well, considering I brought up the question of what's next. It will not be Banjo-Tooie. I'm confirming that now. We're not playing Banjo-Tooie next. Oh, the fall button? Sorry about that. Anyhow, the fall button? Bam! I know what you're thinking. Oh, the door animation. That's what you're thinking. Of course that's what you're thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about too. Now, I know what you're also thinking. A new button means a new set of Jiggies and notes we can get. To which I reply, yes. However, we are going to hold off on that for a minute. And we are going to head off this way. Now, what I'm thinking is, well, I don't know exactly. Hey, get away from me. I don't know exactly, but I would like to divvy this up into today's episode, being spring and summer, and tomorrow's episode, hopefully it's tomorrow, I'm sure I'll be feeling primed and ready to, hey, it's worth killing these things, I promise. It really is. I know it's like a hassle going through and just pecking them all, or jump pecking like that, but it really is worth it. So, from here on, I'm going to go ahead and take them out. Now, what I will say, you don't want to fall. in the right there, basically. You don't want to fall there because it is a huge, humongous hassle to get back up because Banjo can't grip walls, so you got to go all the way around. Now, it's less of a hassle than I might have led on to, but it is certainly a hassle considering all we've done is fall this whole recording session. I'm not going to kill that one because I don't really feel like it, but we are going to go ahead and continue forth. I can't believe I fell off of that one. Of course I did. I'm really happy with how the recording's holding up. It really was rather laggy last time. Hey, is that a Mumbo token? More importantly, is that a golden feather? Of course it's a Mumbo token. Get away from me, bees. Leave! Okay, so bees just like to hang out. If we come over here to this little flower thing, nothing. We're going to have to do something with that later. But for the time being, I'm going to jump and head off this way. Now, if you're curious, no, I don't know how long I've been recording, but if you're actually curious, we will probably be going into the Mumbo's hut, I should say, not the Mumbo hut. Mumbo's hut, because this would just be a good opportunity to do it. Now, here's something I like to do in my free time when I'm playing this game, is suck really bad, apparently. I like to platform with Talon Trot, just because it's quick, it's not usually that difficult. I don't know, you gotta think. I'm usually playing this game on a Nintendo 64 controller. This time, I am not. Which is a shame, but the wireless, or those, Nintendo Switch Online N64 controllers, they got sold out immediately, and Nintendo's not producing anymore until at least 2022, which is terribly depressing, because unlike scalpers, I actually wanted one. Which we're not going to get into that debate, because what they're doing is perfectly fine. It's just a shame, really. Because it's like, I would have bought one for $60. I would have. And that's a problem with Nintendo, not scalpers. They love their artificial scarcity, and I hate it. I hate it. Nintendo makes me very upset in that regard. They make me upset in a lot of regards, but that's one of them. That's just one of them, really. My biggest problem with Nintendo, since you're asking, is that they're still not broken away from the weird chasing casuals crowd. And that has led to, I don't want to say it, but I will, their games are a tad easy, and a tad handholdy, and a tad, my biggest problem with them, sterile. They feel like they are appealing to just anyone with a heartbeat. And I know, hey, that's a good thing, inclusivity in video games, you can't beat that. To which I reply, go back and play Animal Crossing from not New Horizons. It actually had a little heart into it. It had, fun. It was, very, there was some, depth and nuance to it. And, I like to use Animal Crossing as my biggest example because a lot of people started Animal Crossing with New Horizons. And, I'm happy for them. Ooh, barely saved that one. I'm so sick of falling right there. But it's like, I feel they stripped things away. They stripped away the fact that it was like a game. They gave you too much. And it's like the Paper Mario games. They made them just... An RPG is more of a niche genre. I'm not saying RPGs are niche, but, as a genre, they are a little more, advanced and, complex and just aren't as openly available to everyone. And the reason I don't use Paper Mario as an example too often is Paper Mario is just a hot topic, really. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about Paper Mario. Me, the first two are the best ones, obviously. The first one's better. But Nintendo was like, well, can't market an RPG to everyone with a heartbeat. So we're just gonna simplify it until everyone can play it. And we know the people that have been dedicated to us for all this time will buy it anyways. Oh my god, dude. This is awful. This is probably my biggest problem with Click Clock Wood. Is it's like Tick-Tock Clock in Super Mario 64. You fall all the time, and I know it's like a get good and you won't fall all the time, but I reply, try playing with lag, and that's all I got really, because I really can't blame my downfalls on anything else. But yes, I'm just not a fan of the fact that Nintendo. I know I'm using broad arguments, not providing a ton of examples or arguments, but I'm not sitting here trying to argue. If you've been a Nintendo fan, bzzz,
the honey bear, he's after Grunty's golden honey piece. Sting him, Zubbas!
But if you've been a Nintendo fan for, any time at all, more than 10 years, if you, grew up with them, it's like I always say, I don't approach things with nostalgia. I know some people are like, well, you're talking nostalgically, and I'm like, hey, not really. I mean, a little bit, I guess. Just because I like things that don't look the best, or play the best, or sound the... Dang it! Well, our best note score is now 31. I should have just used the golden feather to kill that last Zubba. I guess this is just where we end. I appreciate you all coming back to episode 9 of Banjo-Kazooie. I'm sorry it had to cut off so abruptly, but you guys sat there and watched me play mediocrely, if however you use that word, extremely mediocre for a while there, and the death was just the icing on the cake. So basically, I'm just happy to be back. I hope you guys are happy that Banjo-Kazooie's back, and I will catch you next time.